Hello and welcome back to the channel. I've got this whole collection of Catan games, and now that the 2025 version of the game or edition is going to be released, I think it's time for me to still make sure that I open these old versions all in the channel. So stay tuned for the next videos where I'll be opening all these boxes one by one. This video will be dedicated to Catan City and Night scenario called The Legend of the Conquerors. So it's that orange similar to the other expansion for Catan, which was City and Nights. But this edition is not from the Viz, from Catan Studios. But so I'm not sure what to call this. It seems like this is an expansion for an expansion. So you need both base Catan, the City and Nights expansion, and this expansion would add 3 scenarios here. The 3 scenarios tell an interwoven story. So one thing that I'm noticing here, and I didn't notice that before, especially when I purchased, is that I see that here there are some wooden components, and the edition that I have for City and Nights, it's in plastic, already has plastic castles and roads, etc. And the base, etc. The base Catan as well. So I'm not sure if how this will look, but let's figure it out. Let's see what is inside then. Catan Studios. By the way, while I open this, don't forget to, if you like this video, to hit that like button and consider subscribing, because I have a playlist full of Catan content, as well as for other board games and card games out there. It's coming out. So wow, what was there? An animal inside or what? A whale? Okay, so yeah, as expected, there are some wooden components which may not be a problem if they don't overlap or interact with the other ones. Some plastic bags, the cards, I don't know what these are, we'll figure it out. And wow, there's a super fancy manual here. Look at the cover of this. Looks like a Game of Thrones kind of book cover. And there's Klaus and Benjamin as well. Benjamin is starting to appear a lot. Okay, so we have the preparation and the rules. And oh, this was like a storybook. The chapter 1, Resists. So there's the story here that puts some context to what's going to happen. And additional game components for the chapter 1, which seem to be the things that come into this box as well. So, okay. I don't recognize these things around. So you compose a map, and then chapter 1, the 4-player setup. What we're looking at? So there's a 3-player setup. Oh, you don't read. Sorry. There's a 3-player setup. There's a 4-player setup with the special rules. There's no robber. More special rules. More special rules. And yeah, then there's the chapter 2, Stop the Conquerors. Stop the Conquerors. So then new components are added, which includes these wooden things, which are cannons and cavalry. Okay, so I don't think there is an issue here with these tokens being wood, made of wood. Special rules. There's a 4-player setup as well, and this looks very complete. And then, as expected, there are the chapter 3. Chapter 3. Chapter 3. The 3-player setup. And that's it. 4-player setup. The map now becomes very big. Everything comes in. And wow. What's this? Chapter 3. Oh, there's an epilogue for you to read. What the cards do. The list of components. And there's even like a legacy kind of tracking every player to their victory points. Legend points. Oh, cool. Okay, so these are stickers that will go into these hexagons. Stickers that represent something. Then the rest of the box is simply the tokens that still need to be punched out. Everything is wrapped in plastic. So let's see if I can open with my nail. Okay, there's a different glossy. There's a different glossy feeling from these tokens from Catan Studio than the ones from the Veer. It's more glossy, you see how it shines? There's a glossiness that I appreciate here. So these are the new tracks. There's some fruitier, the ocean that you need. More. Wow, it seems like a complete new game. Some houses for you to put on the map. The warriors, amber. These are the new trading ports, let's call it that way. More amber, and then there is this big board that you'll move forward until you get there. Another one. So this one says here 1. This one says 2, probably for the second scenario. Oh, and on the other side it's the number 3 for the last chapter. Hey, so you have everything here. That's strange. Why do you need the base game? Because you also have tiles for pasture, farms, forest, or maybe it's just the miniatures that you need, right? You have everything. See? Everything. They can either be land or water. So you just don't have the normal dice. You just have the new thing that is added. There's a die here, but it looks like a battle die. The cavalry and the cannons and these things to move through the tracking board. The only thing that does not exist here is indeed the cities and the settlements and the roads and the resource cards. The resource cards, yeah. But there's some cards, so let's see what cards are here. What comes here in terms of cards. Okay, just using the scissor now because the plastic is a bit strong for me. Then okay. So yeah, these seem to be like related with the story. Some destruction cards. Yeah, 3 types of cards, basically no resources, so that needs to come from the base game indeed. Okay, so yeah. These say bribery, before and after your production phase. Remove the weakest conqueror or one of the weakest conqueror. Place your basic knights for free. Bribery, brother in arms, promote an opponent knight to the next level for free. Why would you promote another opponent? That's strange. Activate all of your opponent's inactive knights for free. In return, you advance 1 space on the hero track. The neighborly help. I'm gonna just show you here. The warlord Rovan. Lee the healer. There's a character here, probably it's mentioned on the story. Okay, so building roads. I guess these development cards replace the normal one. These look like development cards, right? And they are specific here. Oh, there's some publicity for... Yeah, I want this scenario. I don't have it. I mentioned that on a previous video. The Legend of Catan, Legend of the Sea Robbers. That should be a good thing. Cipher Legend in 4 linked scenarios. Also link this. I need to put this on my wish list because I've never noticed that. Maybe that was my problem. So then there are another set of cards here, which these were like the blue cards. Now we have the red cards. Cavalry Leader Dagur. When attacking a conqueror, chapter 2 or chapter 3. Okay, they become stronger if they attack. Crossbows. Archers. Aegis the naval hero. Quartermaster Odo, so full of characters. Tara. And what? Oh, this is going to be the next video. Yeah, brace yourselves. Because the next one I'll bring this scenario. This one I have it. What else? Then we have the cards that say in the back, the 3 2, and 1. So it seems like it's 3 decks separated by the chapter that you're playing. So end of chapter. Defeat the Conquerors. Okay, they seem to be similar. It's like a objective for everyone, or a reference guide for everyone. Yeah, Barbarian Ride, what happens, Conquerors. Then for chapter 2, the reference guide as well, and for chapter 3 the same way. 4 cards for each player. Oh, the card is even customized with the coloring of the meeples, the miniatures and the pieces that you're using. So you have a card for all the 4 cards. That's interesting. That's a level of detail that is like woo, 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 woo. Yeah, another thing is woo 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 buying these things blindly, but definitely I got a good impression. I hope you so. So if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Consider subscribing, because you know I have this playlist full of Catan things and I want to add more along the way, as well as the playlist for a lot of board games and major card games out there in the market. On top of that, I also have the podcast, All the Table Talks, where I'm interviewing people to get to know their projects, their profiles, their stories while playing board games online. So I definitely think that you'll find interesting content in the channel, to consider subscribing and to be part of this community. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye.